we live? Going live. It says I'm live. It says that I am live. All right. Well, hello. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Honking for. I just giving a little time for somebody to show up. I don't know if we're still at 0. So I'm not really making anybody wait except for you who is watching this after the fact. Because that happens. Every now and then there are people that actually watch me not live. And that is fine. And for you, that's fine. If you're watching this not live, then head on over to paypal.me/DevinJump. PayPal.me/DevinJump. And you don't have to head there at all. But there's a thing that my wife and I are going to go look at. And it could be garbage. It could be significant. It's a 1994, so 25 years old, 1994 Holiday Rambler. It is gas. It is apparently supposedly in good shape. Supposedly has some new components like air conditioner and compressor or something. I don't know, different things. Now, I have already said many times that we're not going to make a decision and actually make a purchase without an inspection. That costs money. And his asking price is a little bit more than what we need. Or, I'm sorry, a little bit more than what we have. His asking price, I know it's 25 years old. I think it's at 68,000 miles. So his asking price, and it could be a thing. It could be a nice opportunity. It could be garbage. It could be like, yeah, no, this isn't happening. There are a couple of instantaneous deal breakers for us. One of those is obviously any form of water damage at all, no matter if it was in the past or present or whatever. Any form of water damage is an instant no-no. So, but we're going to go check it out. It's about 45 minutes away from where we live. And I am $1,900 short of his asking price. $1,900 short of his asking price. And he seemed very closed to the concept of negotiation, but that always changes when you're face to face. It just does. So if you would like to send 1% of that, that would be fantastic. If you don't know what 1% of $1,900 is, that'd be $19, I think. 1900, 19, Move it over. If you had, yeah, 100, 19, and then 1900. So I'm 1900 shy. If you would like to contribute 1%, that would be just downright fantastic. If not, it's not a big deal. You know, this might not be a thing. However, if you do contribute and it has nothing to do with this holiday rambler, that may or may not be our future home, then it will still go towards our plan, and that plan is to be able to own what we live in, and right now, what we could buy to live in would be like a storage shed, and we wouldn't have anywhere to put it. So that's what we could own right now, or like just some derelict nothingness. So we're trying to not downgrade so much so that it's just the worst living circumstance ever. But yeah, I'm 1900 shy. Are we having anybody here? Is this like gonna just be zero forever? YouTube's not gonna notify anybody ever again, I think. I think that's what it is. YouTube is just going to not notify anybody ever. The only way anybody's gonna find me is if they're looking. So I think that's why my viewers have been so low, or so low. Because sometimes I'll just have one person, which is so low. That's rough. It's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes, well, it looks like there's one person here now. It looks like there's one person. Who is, you're not going to say who you are. That's fine. Well, the thing is, for you that may or may not still be listening, I'll just keep on basically repeating the update until I can tell that there's a handful of people here that can repeat what my update is in the chat. So my wife and I, and my kids, we're going to go about 45 minutes away. We're going to go check out a 1994 Holiday Rambler 31-foot RV that is supposedly in great condition by a dude that I talked to on the phone. It was Craigslist, you know, but talked to this dude on the phone. He's a recent retiree, and he seems like one of those, I don't know, he's from Michigan, so he has that, there's a certain personality of some people from up north, and it's this don't mess with me kind of attitude. I noticed it when I was up there. Just a major, like, skeptical, I don't know, I think it's a climate thing, but I don't know. It seems as though people from the South are really personable and maybe over trusting and stuff like that. That's why I think I might get along better with people from the North, because I'm not that way, even though I was raised in the South. But anyway, so we're going to go check this thing out. We are $1,900 shy, meaning we need $1,900 additional dollars to get to this guy's asking price. And I don't have that, and And that's what I mean by not having what he's asking. He seemed to be pretty stuck on the price, but I also know that people sometimes change their tune when they see, a young family with kids playing the victim card. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not playing no victim card. I told the dude I'm a hard worker, single income family, and we're trying to escape the rent and throw all your money away trap. And I know you're not throwing your money away. I told my wife that saying that you're wasting your money on rent is like saying you're wasting your money on gasoline. You need to have a place to live, and one way or another, you got to pay taxes, or you got to pay something, utilities. You're always paying something to live. So, I get it. We just want to pay a lot less and we're willing to make some massive, really mind-boggling, ridiculous life changes in order to accomplish that goal. So there you go. And it is overwhelming. So are these septic tanks? They're not plastic, right? Septic doesn't do plastic containers, does it? That doesn't make sense. I don't know what those would be for, though. All right, what do we got? We got 0. Just alone. Stay alone. Stay alone. Jenny O'Brien said hello. Welcome and goodbye, I guess, because it says 0, so I guess you left. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Why is there swerving? What's going on? So how did Jenny figure it out? Was Jenny just checking YouTube out? She saw, hey, I'm subscribed to this guy, and he's active right now. Let me check out this video. YouTube didn't send out an alert. I know it. It is what it is. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Oh no, it's rough. Jingle a bell. It's supposed to use like cards and resources or something or other. There's these different things that you're supposed to use. I'm not good at all that, but yeah. Well, if you're watching this video after the fact, you could probably stop. I don't think that there's anything else that I'm really going to talk about. I'm just going to kill some time. You can stop watching, or you can keep watching. It doesn't matter. Just don't forget paypal.me/DevinJump, DevinJump. And if you'd like to contribute 1% or more, that would be fantastic. That would be $19 for the low price of $19 for 100 easy installments of $19. You too can help somebody's dreams come true. But again, I don't know. This isn't like we're about to go do this thing. We're about to go check it out. But I would have to hire a little mobile inspector gadget dude and be like, hey, I need you to check this RV out. And I don't know what they charge. I assume a couple $100. If a home inspection is somewhere between $400 and $900, because I do these fees every day, And that's how much they charge for appraisals, at least. I don't know about home inspection's a little different, but appraisal is similar. It's a similar thing. Home inspection, I guess, is different. But whatever. It's fine. I just assume that it'd be at least $200, probably $300. And that'd be on top of, so. But yeah, anyway, I don't have the total amount that this guy is asking. Now, would the guy take $100 a month for 19 months? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But, and like I said, you know, maybe this is not the one. It probably is not. And it needs an inspection because I'm not an expert. Guys, one thing that I am interested and excited about is learning the trade, learning the biz, learning how to really just be more independent in regards to car repair, all that. They're always fooling me. This is the same spot every time where people are blazing by me. I'm like, oh gosh, I must be going under the speed limit. Same spot fools me every time. I'm like, oh, I need to go faster. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Still 0. It's amazing. So if you're watching this after, watch me spiral. That's why you could keep watching. Just watch me get angry. Angrier and angrier. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, 0. Still 0. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal. Totally unreal. YouTube. Can't even believe it. Unbelievable. Unreal. I need to hire Ed Bassmaster to do a little audio introduction for me. Unreal. Totally unreal. His voice is funny. Now I can increase my speed. Hey! That was really loud. I was listening with my headphones. That was really loud. We have anyone? Bueller. Hello? Bueller. I'm going to have to start doing some type of announcement on Discord and stuff before I stream, which just adds extra time. But it might be worth it to not lose my mind in continuing to live stream. Because that's the whole thing about live streaming, I guess. Especially when you have hundreds of subscribers and no one's there because YouTube won't tell anybody that you're live streaming. The thing is, you see, the thing is, I may as well just be recording videos and then not showing them ever or uploading them later. And but then we don't have the fun chat. And the chat is part of what makes this fun. Totally. You know what I mean? So I just need 100 people, $1,900, 1,900 people to give. I need 100 people to give $1,900. I'm kidding. I need 100 people to give $19. And do I need that? No. Would I need that? Yeah. If this was like a really good opportunity, seem really naive about this whole thing. Like, you just found a deal on Craigslist and you're going to go check it out and you actually might buy. Guys, I've lived in homes We lived in a home in Western North Carolina that we found on Craigslist. It was an ad of a fuzzy picture for $550, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, $550 a month. Showed a little picture of a yard, and we were like, listen, let's go check it out. And we did it. It's because of one time, another place that we lived in that was all $500 a month in the middle of nowhere, Union Mills, North Carolina, middle of nowhere. It was a Craigslist ad with no pictures, none. And we were like, it was 80 acre farm. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with a basement. Later on, we found out that the basement flooded on a regular basis. That was fun. That made life exciting. Super old farmhouse. So old. But it worked. You know, it worked for us. It was fascinating living on. So the parcel that we were responsible for was 3 acres out of the 80. And we only had to mow 3 acres, which my wife, like a boss, my wife mowed that thing with a push reel mower. 3 acres, bro. 3 acres push reel mower. Because she is a boss. Like, that was them, or no. It's not me. That's a weird whistly sound. Maybe it is me. It's a weird whistly sound. I thought it was another car, but it's something else. Anyway, so Craigslist has done us well. I found, once upon a time, I found a nice stainless steel wok. I got it for $10. Fantastic deal. It was fantastic. I used it for many years. About 10 years. My dad has it now. Because we just didn't have enough space and stuff. But anyway, no, just leave me alone with the updates. We're still alone. If you're watching this after, you're getting to see this dude here just spiral out of control emotionally. He's an emotional wreck. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's about to pop. I'm about to spiral on this tractor trailer. That's who I'm really going to spiral on. I'm going to go Tasmanian on this yellow tractor trailer behind me. Tell you what. Still 0. Yeah, you are about to pop. I can tell. Actually, I'm pretty chill, guys. Pretty chill. Do I wish that 100 people were watching this right now? Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be really cool. It'd be kind of ridiculous. Kind of cool. What's kind of ridiculous is YouTube and its desire to be so rude. Why you gotta be so rude? It's like the tractor was sucking me towards it. I felt my vehicle. It was really weird. We're all good though. Crisis averted. All these vehicles are passing me. Sometimes I wonder, maybe I'm living in a different dimension, and 60 miles an hour to me is different than 60 miles an hour to everybody else, and I'm like basically sitting still because I'm in a different dimension, and they're passing me. I mean, these people are passing me no less than 10, 15 miles. I know I talk about it all the time. I know it gets tiring. It is ridiculous. How was my day at work? Well, thanks for asking. It was not as productive as I wish it had been, but I'm when Listen, Bob, I have 9 bosses. I'm sorry, come again? I have 9 bosses. Oh, wow. Yeah, 9. Wow. Okay. Bosses. Yeah. So if one of them tells me, if I do something wrong, I've got 9 people telling me. So anyway, it's kind of like that, except I don't have 9. I just have 1, 2, 3. 3 well, technically 4 primary people that I would listen to on a regular basis. And then in addition to that, there's an endless hierarchy above me that I would be subject to. And then that's about it. So, but you basically no less than 3. Anyway, one of them was out today, so I just tried to play a role of support to my team. And in doing so, I was not very productive. But I think I encouraged the team properly. It is what it is. Do we have anybody here? Anybody at all? 1. Who's here? Who is it? I know I'm driving. I'll be to a red light here in a minute or 2. You can say who you are, and I'll see. So the update is, my wife and I and our kids are going to go drive about 45 minutes away from our home to go meet a random Craigslist person who has a holiday Rambler from 1994 that they are selling. And by the way, I looked it up online. I looked up the base model without any upgrades, any of that. And he actually is selling it at a fair price, below that retail price. So there's that. You know, there is that. So I guess part of the draw, to use that word, part of the draw is when something is just within reach. It's like you don't want to necessarily let that opportunity slip by. However, you want to be patient and you want to be prudent and not make a foolish, rash decision, so on and so on. But still want to get an inspection and all that. But basically, I'm $1,900 short of what he's asking. And in a lot of ways, that's like a piece of cake for a big group of people to pull together. But the only reason anybody would do that is if they understood the stakes and the value. So that's the thing. I've told you guys that it's a trepidatious kind of thing. It's a scary idea to change your lifestyle and all this stuff. It's kind of a little bit terrifying. It's a big change. But it's about the end goal and what ultimately in the long run will be accomplished. So, who are you? Okay, so we got Truth Enthusiast and Alex. What's up? So, so my wife found a 1994 holiday Rambler on Craigslist, 45 minutes away from where we're living. We're going to go check it out right when I get home. And the guy's asking price is $1,900 more than what we have set aside. And it's tough to turn down an opportunity like that if it's reasonable, if it's realistic, if it's doable. So we're basically going to see, okay, we know we're not going to live in a $200,000 luxury motor coach pretty much ever, unless it is 20 something years old. Now this one was originally low 100s originally. He's the second owner. And he's apparently had it for 15. I think is what he had. Yeah, 15 years. He's had it for 15. He bought it from the owners that had it for 10. And he's from Michigan. It was a really pretty, it was a Honda Pilot, just like my vehicle. It was a pearlescent white pink, like a super, super tinted pink pearlescent though, which is just, I like the pearlescent paint jobs. It's really cool. All right, so, oh yeah, Jenny was here. I think Jenny left. Jenny, where are you, Jenny? How many times has she had to hear that? Well, listen, my last name is Jump, and you can't hardly imagine the things I've had to hear throughout my life with my last name. So, yeah, doesn't mean that I'm a bully. I'm going to just make fun of everybody's last name because I got made fun of. Jenny's not a last name, it's a first name. Yeah, but one movie, kind of ruin your name. I don't know. My first name was in Cop and a Half. Devin, Devin was the little boy in that movie Cop and a Half. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's a pretty cool little kid. That little Devin. Cop and a Half is a pretty good movie, guys. It's a pretty good movie, I guess. It's been so long. But anyway, my wife and I were going to go look at this RV. And we are $1,900 short from what he's asked. And that means either he's going to miraculously drop his ask, which he indicated that he wasn't going to do over the phone, which, like I said, things can change when you see somebody in person. Just talking to somebody on the phone for the first time ever, you're going to stick to your guns, right? But if he doesn't want to budge at all, because he literally said, good if I don't, good if I sell it, good if I don't. That's kind of my attitude. Good if I sell it, good if I don't, whatever. I think he said it only cost me $70 a month to store it here anyway. It's whatever. Ain't big a deal. Ain't that really that big of a deal. I'm like, what? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go check it out, and if it is really exciting and potentially like, oh no, it could really be doable. Well, then the next step is, hey, listen, I committed to my wife to have an inspection done on anything that we wind up buying, and then I'd ask about that, and then if he refused that, which, because I guess somebody could do that, I would instantly be like, okay, well, thank you so much for letting us check it out. It was a learning experience. You have a nice day. You just move on. Because that's beyond a red flag. Somebody not wanting an inspection done. I don't care. If everything is fine and you're just offended, well, my future security and putting my family in something doesn't care about your getting offended, basically. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. So how we still just have two of you? No, I can't jump very high. I've never touched the rim. Never touched the rim. I can touch the net. I've just never been able to touch the rim. And I know that I could if I like did the thing, practice and discipline. It is possible. I think that in 6 to 12 months I could probably dunk, but I'd have to devote like 4 hours a day. And what's the end goal? I mean, what's the end accomplishment if I dunk? Anyway. I haven't had a whole lot of feedback. I mean, there's been a couple of people that are like, yeah, man, we're trying to do this thing. You're, aren't you? Truth enthusiast? Truth enthusiast. Are you the one that builds or has been building conversions? I looked into that. I've seen tons of the videos and all that. It's a really fascinating idea. Nerve-wracking, but fascinating. My wife and I are kind of spontaneous too, though. We're up for adventures, and kind of spontaneous. So we're willing to go to see some random Craigslist thing, or so go check out a tree house, basically. All these different things that we're doing because of our priorities. If you don't understand what our priorities are, let me explain. Our priorities are to live as minimally as possible, reducing our expenditures, and being able to be as sustainable and independent as possible. So, oh, okay. Because there's one of the bears that are people that have been hanging out. They literally do what is it? Like U-Haul truck conversions to RVs. I think it's great. Turning a 26-footer into a living space, I think it'd be fun. It'd be really cool. But on the other hand, yeah, I don't know. It would be fun. It would be fun to do. But I feel like it's got to be a side project and not the home that you're living in, because that level of stress, not being able to just move into something, is it's stressful. So anyway, so earlier I was suggesting that the $1,900, all it would take is 1 out of 3 of my subscribers to give $19, and then I would be able to afford. But don't do that because of this, because I don't know what's going to come of this little Craigslist adventure. I can update you again if there's more of a reasonable prospect. I just wanted to say, hey, this could be a thing, and it could happen really fast. Like, things can happen really fast. So, anyway. Like I said, it just feels like one of those things that's in reach. And it's like, it could happen. Could happen. But another part of the way that I look at things like this is the door is going to be shut if it's not the plan. Oh, I didn't even know what kind of denomination that was. I'm just now seeing. It's so weird. All right, well, this has been an amazing adventure. I'm going to take a strong guess that you guys found me manually. You weren't alerted because I usually have at least 5, 6, 7 people. And to only have one and then another 2, I have a feeling you guys just were scrolling through on YouTube. You saw that I was live and you went ahead and clicked on here. And that's what I'm guessing you guys did, because wow to YouTube never notifying anybody. Very aggravating. But I'm home and I'm going to get the family in the car and we're going to go do this thing, and I'll update you guys later. Hopefully. Say a prayer, and if you want to do a PayPal thing, that'd be fantastic. Check out my description, and if you'd like to give $19 to provide 1% towards what I'm missing financially to answer this guy's amount, then that would be great too. Hello and bye. I'll see you guys later.